don't want to get the fingernails dirty. Hey, what? I mean, it's only a sign after all.
Maybe we don't like your name in front of our school building.
Our name?
I think he's talking about this merger.
Oh, the merger. You mean where they call Rodney Bennett Grange Hill and leave the Brookdale building to rot? Not that it bothers me, you understand, because that's about all it was good for. But I'm just pointing this out so you don't make the same mistake again.
What mistake?
You're Rodney Bennett. We can all see that. But for your information, we're not Grange Hill any more than you are.
And we're going to be doing more than throwing mud pies. That silly little sign.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're on a nature trek. What's it look like?
Are you Grange Hill?
No, Brookdale, actually.
Brookdale doesn't exist anymore.
That's a matter of opinion.
That is a matter of fact. It's also a matter of fact that this building is to be occupied by the lower school only. 4th, 5th and 6th years will be at the old Grange Hill site.
Do you know that?
Yes. They must have read the letter that they were sent during the summer holidays.
That's what they do in here, then.
Sheer nostalgia, for all I know. But they've no business here any more than you have. Although, judging by your activities so far, you should all be making your way to a nursery school rather than to the upper school. So, name.
What for?
Name.
Why me?
Do you want to do this the hard way, lad?
Thanks.
Right, Banks. I'm placing you in charge. See to the sign before you go. Good polish, mind. You might still think of yourself as Brookdale, and you might take it upon yourselves to turn up in Rodney Bennett uniform. But we're all Grange Hill now, and I want everyone to be able to read it and be proud of it. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Go on, then.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You throwing the life at me then?
Right, no need to shout.
What?
Oh, sorry. Didn't realise you were wearing them.
We wouldn't. I was walking around wire sticking out my ear holes.
I was wondering if I could walk with you to Grange Hill. I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, if you like. First day.
Yours as well?
Yeah. I hate these new jackets. They're like cardboard. Still, should think about a fourth year.
You don't have to wear a uniform up to the 3rd year.
Yeah, I know. What about them two? Who's in E1? Right, this is what you're gonna do. Carry that. When you find out where our form room is, put it at the desk first away from the teacher. Back row, far corner, right?
What if somebody else has already got
And you
it?
tell them Trevor Cleaver's sitting there.
And what if they won't move?
And it's too bad for them and you. Don't lose it. What's your surname?
Donington.
D. You'll get picked on more than me. By the teachers, I mean, when they're asking questions.
Why?
Ain't you ever noticed? When they've got a class of new kids, they always work their way around in alphabetical order until they get to know the faces.
What's your name then?
Gardner. So I'm after you on the register.
Only just. What's your first name?
Luke. But everyone calls me Gonch.
Gonch. What for?
It's a nickname.
Oh. My nickname's Callie.
Well, listen, Callie. I'm going to plug in again, all right?
Do they allow them at Grange Hill?
How should I know? I've never been there before.
You could get into trouble.
What about you? I take it that ain't your lunch. What's his name?
Percy. I only brought him last Saturday, but my mum won't have him in the house. So I've got to take him back to the pet shop after school.
I had one of them once. He got into the piano.
How'd you do that?
Don't ask me. My mum did it pieces, though.
Did she make you get rid of it?
No. But he still plays it now and again.
Not the piano.
Watch it, you nearly had me over the handlebars then. Watch your mouth, I'll drag you over those handlebars. And what do you want? Just a look. All right for racing. You want a freestyle model roll? Do I? Oh, yeah. A lot better for backups, drop-ins and straight hotbacks. Really rad.
Look, I ain't got a clue what you're on about. And anyway, this is my brother's. And all I want it to do is get me from home to school and back again.
But I thought you spoke the language.
Well, I don't. So if you could just do a straight back hop out the way, I just might be able to get to the bike seats. You all right?
All right, all right. All right. I think he may be slightly concussed. How many fingers can you see?
Sorry, sir.
Are you wearing one of these transistor things?
It's a Walkman, sir.
Is it?
It's all right, sir. Don't think it's been damaged.
Which is more than can be said for your brain, boy.
Sir?
I take it you walked to school this morning, hmm? Crossroads, in front of lorries, buses, which for all you know might have been driven by people wearing the same idiot contraptions as you.
Don't think so, sir.
Well, how can you know when you're oblivious to what's going on around you? It's a wonder you survived as far as the school playground before you were knocked over. These things are potentially dangerous. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Don't wear 'em when there's traffic about.
Don't wear them when I'm about. Got it? Good. You can write me an essay on sensory deprivation and bring it to me tomorrow morning. Mr. Smart, at a first year.
What? That's not fair anyway. He didn't say anything to him. What can I do? I never knew he was going to put it all down to you.
Didn't know much Tony did, though, did ya?
You saying I deliberately let you take the blame?
What does it sound like to you?
Sounds as if you better come back here and repeat that tonight. You two arranging a fight? All right. See you here. After school.
I've got an essay to write. Remember?
I will. If you're chicken. I said you'd get into trouble then, didn't I?
Can I have your attention, please? I want anybody in Form E1 to come over here, quickly. Thank you. I'm Julie Washington, your form tutor. Now, I don't think there's much point in you trying to make any sense of the notice board. It's all too new and too hectic for you. So I suggest you make your way to your form room and I'll explain everything you need to know for today. In the meantime, could you... Sorry, what's your name?
Paul Holloway, miss.
Could you tell anyone else in E1 where we are? It's room 47, okay? I'll see you all in there.
It's very trendy. Who's this Bronson who's going to be our form tutor?
I don't know, but it used to be Rodney Bennett.
Yeah? That's just the excuse I need. Excuse me, but do any of you know Mr. Bronson? Is there something wrong with me?
No, it's them. Rodney Bennett are not used to girls, are they? I mean, fancy having to sit next to one of us in class. Bound to make a chap nervous, innit?
Now that is what I call tasty.
Drop dead, Banksy.
I see you've made a conquest already.
Stephen Banks.
Oh, don't. Used to be in my class at Brookdale.
Well, at least you got some response from him.
Yeah, now can I do without that sort of response, mate?
I'll stand next to that lot then. Talk about stuck up.
I don't know what they're frightened of. We're all from the same species.
Not Rodney Bennett. You ought to know that.
Or some of Brookdale.
Personally speaking, they're all a bit young for me. I prefer an older man.
Hard luck. Keating's retired.
Ha children.
I feel like a senior citizen.
You can run. At least you're doing A-levels.
You break my heart. Great merger. Stuck between the Iron Mighty and the Brookdale lowlife.
There's always the old brigade.
Hi, girls. Don't tell me I'm looking sexier than ever.
You were saying,
Ave Caesar, morituri te salutant.
if you say so.
Those about to die salute you.
Someone ought to tell you lot. Girls ain't all that bad.
Oh, you asked about Mr. Bronson.
What of it?
He used to be my Latin teacher, Rodney Bennett. We used to say that at the start of every lesson. Before he came into the room, that is.
Fascinating. I think I preferred it when they was ignoring us.
Bit of a terror, is he, Mr. Bronson?
We called him Charlie.
But it says here his name's Boris.
It is, but we reckoned anyone choosing to learn Latin had a death wish.
Oh, I get it. Charles Bronson. He was in that film, The Death Wish.
So why did you choose Latin then?
I didn't. It was compulsory to the end of the 3rd year.
Well, looks as if old Charlie Bronson's gonna have a lot of time in his hands. We don't do Latin at Grange Hill. I hope.
He teaches French as well.
Oh, great.
How do you think I feel? I thought I'd find anything last of him. Turns out it's going to be my form tutor here. I'm Julian Fairbrother, by the way.
I'm Faye Lucas.
Bet we've seen quite a bit of each other.
Not that chaperone, I hope, Julian old sport.
He's welcome.
So, my man. What's he staring at?
Leave it.
Oh, Popeye, guess your name and address, and I know where send your eyeballs back to.
You, boy, come here.
That's Bronson.
The rest of you be seated.
Hello, Robbie. What's your battles? Do you two know each other? We live in the same road.
I've just seen your sister Jackie with her boyfriend.
Who's Zamo? Yeah. I wish you'd spend some time with me. I could do with a protection.
You, my bag, where is it?
On a chair at the corner desk.
It better be.
Don't mind me, I don't exist.
What on earth was that?
Shut up. He's really hard.
I'm frightened.
Move you. That's my desk behind you, and I'm not sitting with the smell of bumps of droppings under my nose. Move, I said. As far away from me as you can, or I might take this outside and lose it. Don't get comfortable, she's moving.
Well, she'll have to climb over me then, because I'm not.
You don't want to bet on that, do you?
Any money you like.
Not there, that's my seat.
No one told me how to book in advance.
Well, if we look on a chair, you'll see me bag on it. Oi! You said my bag was on this chair?
Not that one, the other corner.
Go and get it. I suppose you think you look really cool strolling near with your RS-20s.
Best earpieces on the market. Maybe, but I bet they connect up to a really rubbish machine. Ah, but nobody knows for sure, do they? All they can see is the good stuff.
If you don't shift yourself now, they're going to be seeing a lot more than that.
Getting to know each other, are we? I don't think we need quite so much physical intimacy so soon. RS-20 is very impressive. I wish I could afford some.
I won't play it, miss, honest.
I knew it. Cheap and nasty. He's all front.
And talking of front, I think we'll have you two sitting in front of me. Now. I want these left in your bag until home time. And the rest of you get settled quickly. Where are you going? Oh, for a seat, miss. Look no further.
Those two then had a fight after school. What's your name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie? You got a funny way of dressing, Ron.
It's short for Veronica.
He's called Gonch.
Gonch. That's a shell in it.
That's Conch.
Hey, tell me you've got a bashing coming later.
You'll have to get in the queue.
To get taken out for what? Kid.
You wait till I see Luke Gardner.
What are you going to say to him?
That he's a liar. He told me that our music teacher was Paul McCartney.
He weren't lying. That is his name.
No, it isn't. It's Peter. He just told me.
You'd obviously believe anything you're told.
Don't you feel silly?
Paul McCartney? You shouldn't be allowed out on your own. Help to keep you in a box like that.
Come on. If we don't set off soon, it won't be worth going. There'll be no time left for an English lesson. Is there anyone else left in there?
Yes, sir.
Go on. Get a move on. Come on, Donington! All right, you lot, get yourselves in some sort of order. Come on. Thank you.
What are they, though? Is that comes about doing French and a language lab?
Bronson, a language laboratory. That's almost like the 20th century for him.
Bronson. I don't know how much I can take of that bloke in one day. French teacher, form tutor, assembly.
Still, you got to admit, he's got a better taste than Jack Lienny. Well, he don't like you, does he?
Sam, sit down.
Quickly now. We're late as it is.
So why don't they go to another building for an English lesson?
Yeah, it's not as though we needed special equipment.
Yours is not to reason why. Just keep moving. That's enough at the back! Keep up!
Derrières entendant un jardin là, laquelle passant pêle-mêle toute la plante de la création, sans que passant au sujet mains du monde.
Come on, don't straggle.
J'y pense.
Stop! I can stand no more. I thought your yobbish attempts at the English language were pitiful enough. But on this evidence, I can only offer up thanks that I am not French. Pence, pence, pense, pense. Do you know what it means? Or is that expecting too much of you?
It's the verb to think.
Oh, wonders will never cease. Conjugate it.
So?
Conjugate the verb to think. Je pense. Tu penses. Il pense. Nous pensons. Vous pensez. Il pense. Now you.
J'y pense, tu penses, tu penses.
Yes?
Sorry. Must be some mistake.
Oh, you realize that, do you?
Yes, I'm due to be taking an English class in this room.
Well, as you can see, I am in the middle of a French class.
I thought the language laboratories in the other building were the place for that.
Language laboratories. My main subject is Latin. Can you imagine teaching that in a language laboratory? Well, as far as I'm concerned, the same principle applies, even for French.
Just the same, you're not supposed to be in here, are you?
I'm not scheduled to be here, no, but I have checked, and the room is vacant for this period. It's a pity you didn't check more thoroughly.
Room 78. Plain enough.
Yes. But the rooms on both sites are numbered 1 to 100. So in order to avoid confusion, the numbers are typed in red for the new site and black for the old site. Yours is in red, which means you are in the wrong building.
I see. Well, if you won't let us use this room, we've no alternative but to trek back to the other site.
Well, I have no intention of moving.
Then it looks as though we'll have to.
Which is as it should be. Da locum melioribus.
I beg your pardon.
Da locum melioribus.
Give way to your betters.
Give place to your betters, actually. Still near enough. And nice to know that you have at least a rudimentary grasp of Latin. Close the door behind you, Mr. Smart. Right, Maguire, once again, je pense.
Tu penses, tu penses, tu penses, tu pensais, tu penses.
And now the rest of the class, all together.
What seems to be the problem, Mr. Smart?
Confusion over room numbers. Or rather, right number, wrong building.
Oh, well, at least it got us out of English.
Here, your hamster ain't got out of his box, has it? Only there was something really peculiar on top of that Bronx's head. Perhaps he's there. Funny looking head.
Quickly to your next lessons, please.
You don't look too happy.
Perhaps that's got something to do with the fact that I've just wasted an entire period trooping this class of first years over to the old side, only to have to march them back again. I feel like the Grand Old Duke of York.
You too. I've had kids trying it on all day, deliberately turning up for lessons in the wrong building.
Oh, no. This was my mistake. And to cap it all, Mrs. McCluskey was there to witness it. And she has not been in the sweetest of moods since she had to settle with the deputy headship.
Well, I thought she was always like that.
Anyway, I think being deputy head's worked in my favour. She's been dying for a reason to have a go at the new head. And she left me promising to confront him over the lunacy of this room numbering system.
If she can find him, I haven't caught sight of our man at the top since the pre-term briefings, have you?
Not a glimpse.
You're not likely to either. I get the impression of a man definitely soft-pedaling towards retirement.
Possibly. But I think that just about now, Bridget's going to be putting her foot down very hard on the accelerator.
It's quite absurd, really. I can't think how we can have overlooked it. But having made the decision to keep the upper and lower schools on separate sites...
I know just what you're going to say. We've managed to create utter pandemonium by duplicating the room numbering system in both buildings.
Well, quite.
Well, it rankles now. But in retrospect, we'll laugh at these incidents. They're bound to happen. I always say that it takes at least 3 years for a new school to bed down and start growing with confidence.
And in the meantime, do we continue with the room numbering system as it is?
I don't think that would be wise, and it's easily rectified. Or do you need some assistance, Mrs. McCluskey?
No. No, I think I can cope.
Good. Then I'll let you take care of it in your own time.
Thank you.
Hey, that's not your bike.
Hey, Hollow, you better hurry up. There'll be nothing left of this garden for you to have a go at.
Wait, that's my bike they're feeling with.
At last.
My bike, those kids.
I got rid of them.
How?
Told me I had a really evil brother in the 5th year.
But I haven't.
Did the trick though, they soon lost interest.
Thanks.
It's alright.
Be a bit stupid for us to have a fight now, wouldn't it?
Always was a bit stupid. We was both in the wrong. Alright, Paul?
Call me Hollow. All my mates do.
I see what they mean. Listen, I wouldn't bring that bike in again if I was you. Too many grasping hands about.
You might be right.
I know I am. Somebody's already lifted my Walkman.
What, ain't your bag?
And I think I know who.
No, well, same earphones, but I've got a decent machine, and I never play mine during school time.
So how do you know mine's missing then?
Kelly saw Trevor Cleaver sniffing around your bag at lunchtime.
Gardner!
That's the second time you've grabbed hold of me today. So don't do it. Now, where's my Walkman?
I ain't got it. Honest.
You assume your head inside my bag.
I was only going to ride it for a laugh.
And you changed your mind?
No, she walked in, so he couldn't.
Go on, tell him.
I took it. Only for safekeeping, though. I thought they might come back for it. So I hid it in here with Percy.
Go and get it for me.
She's mad.
I don't know about that. Reckon she's all right. What did you say, Percy?
What is it?
It's a grass snake.
And you said Trev was hard? That leaves you two then. I thought you had something to settle.
We've settled it. You were looking at my right-hand man.
So what does that make you, then?
Numero uno.